Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It's stream time. It's Tuesday, and it's Mazda Cup final night. It is the culmination of the last 6 weeks of Mazda Cup racing. We're at Tsukuba. The tree lobby is open. Good evening, Mikey. Let's have a run down the chat list. Hello, Keely. All these people with green membership badges next to their names. Evening, Dorian. Fat Man. And Nate, welcome along. Oh, yes. Has Dodo got the wheel set up? Has his rig arrived? Has he ordered a rig? That's the question. I'm going to set the chat room up. Ooh. Doop, 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 doop. It's update night, isn't it, on Thursday? The final night of the GR3s is going to be on a new server, on a new setting. It's going to be on a new update. I wonder if they're going to adjust BOP for the final night. I wonder. Is the party is open? Turn that on. See if it will. There we go. That's up and running. Matthew was first in the lobby. And he's also first in the chat. I'm very good, Matthew. How are you? Steady away. I think it's more the week at work that's the drama this week. But, yeah, it's one of them. Evening, Mikey. Was that Dutch? Welcome, Dutch. Happy days. Good evening, Wilkie. Welcome along. I've got no audio. Why have I got no audio? It's my headphones, isn't it? We've got no audio at all. Like, I know what that is. Can take that microphone off. We've got microphone. Now have we got audio in game? No. That's a puzzler, isn't it? Let's desktop. Absolutely nothing at all. So if I take the video capture off, why have I got no audio? There's nothing, is there? I have not a Scooby-Doo as to why this isn't working. Let's take myself off track. And let's try and find out what has changed between this afternoon and now. Settings, audio. Mobile audio devices. Headset. Let's find out what the PS5 audio input is set to. Elgato 4K Pro, which is fine. Why is the Elgato not picking up anything? So I can't see anything. It's always something, isn't it? The life of a streamer is never dull. So the output devices are here, headphones. Input is not that one, but that doesn't matter. So desktop audio. Monitor. No. Properties. I do hope you can hear me chatting and I'm just not waffling along to myself. Yeah. Doing what? Gangster Matthew. Right. I have got no game sound at all. I've changed nothing. I've diddled nothing. Yeah. I've not changed anything. Hmm. Thank you, Keely. Good evening, Az. So what do I do? If I've got no sound to my ears, I can't hear the engine. You guys can't hear the engine either because you've not got no sound. Hmm. The PS5 audio comes through from the Elgato. I know that. I think I can bodge it and make it work, but I'm going to have to just disappear for a moment. I generally don't know what the hell's going on. No clue. Right, I'll be back in a second. Please excuse me. Hit the telephone. Right, let's see if that is going to video capture audio properties. That's Elgato. Why is there no audio through the Elgato? Your audio only, not ticked. I might have to sit out tonight and just watch you guys race. I have no way of knowing why this is not working. I've got nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I've got images, so that means the Elgato's working. But I've got no sound. I'm completely bamboozled. Audio. No clue whatsoever. It's like, I don't know. It's like we've got no sound. And my headphones knackered. They've got. They're on Bluetooth. I don't know. Definitely got microphone because that's this bad boy. There's no sound. There's no sound input coming from anything. I do not know what's going on. I'm going to put you guys on a screen to watch the races, and then I'm going to just turn myself off and try and fix this. You can watch the guys going around. There's not a lot I can do at this point. So I'll be back shortly. You can watch those guys. I don't know what's going on. Well, I haven't got the foggiest idea what was stopping working then, and I don't know how the hell in the world I'm supposed to know how that would work before I join the stream. That's unbelievable, but it's done. For some reason I had to unplug my Elgato and replug it in. Absolute bag of poo. Anyway, it's done now. Oh yeah. That's exactly the IT process, isn't it? If it doesn't work. What? Yeah. Ooh, who's Lofty? Lofty's a new one. Welcome, Lofty. Good evening, 420. Right, which volume needs upping? Volume of my audio or volume of the cars? Which one needs to be fixed? We'll fix that and then we'll go and practice. Which one needs fixing? I've got it still set to the same levels that it was set when before it went off, what I was recording a video on earlier. So, are the volumes okay? Can I carry on? So the volume of the cars need to be increased. Can anybody confirm that? Okay, with no confirmation, I'm just going to carry on. Okay. Ooh, sorry, fat man. Let me get out your way. Oh, good descent. Okay, we'll go with that then. Still got 20 minutes practice time, haven't I? So one person wants the car volume up higher. Nobody will have seen the video yet, but last night I did the video for the license test using the final corner here as it's international A, oh it's national A1, where you drive in the MX-5 around the final corner, and you'll be able to see that from tomorrow morning if you're not a member. If you're already a member, you'll have access to that video. Car volume. I must admit, the car volume has gone quiet since I started driving. Why did that break away? Oh my word. Hi Keely, no, you didn't get gifted by a fan, you got gifted by me. You don't ever see the end of streams, but before you leave, sorry, after you normally leave, normally towards the end of the stream, 11:30, maybe not on a race night, sometimes Saturday, we do a little bit of user interaction, viewer interaction, and with more involvement, with more watching videos, with more chatting, more commenting, I give away 5 memberships twice a month. And then I basically give away 5 memberships each time. So it's random luck of the draw, but it's determined by who watches the most and who interacts the most. So YouTube do it, I just give them away and it selects them, so it's all good. So I think what Lofty's inferring is I had this audio turned on, but that audio is actually only 0.3 of a decibel lower than my actual voice, and I know that won't work. So I turn that audio channel off and you get this one, which is processed, and it's got a bit of post-processing done on it, so it takes the raspiness away. So I can't actually put my audio of my voice and the cars through my ears because it throws me completely when I hear myself talk. That's ridiculous. Oh, it's horrible. I can't do it. I can't hear myself talk in my own ears with a couple of milliseconds delay. It completely throws me. So normally for audio balancing, I have to record a couple of seconds of video and then go and listen to that video and then do it again, do it again, do it again. Very difficult when you're live to do that. So I've not changed the settings from the last live stream. Well, I have actually. I've just pushed the volume up to minus 18.4 decibels. So I wonder if that one might be obscuring the sound. Can't get a clean turn one. That's the first clean turn one we've had. Good evening, Seth and on. Car's driving so slowly. Oh, mine's a 108.133 just to compare my time to Mikey's. But I've spun every first turn of every lap 6 times. No NOS, is there? No. I've been doing the 30 minutes of Tsukuba as well, and that loses NOS, so I'm used to pushing the NOS button. It really doesn't like fresh tyres, this. Good evening, Mr. Chris. Somebody's hitting the old buttons a lot. Carry on. I'm going to do a very quick tyre change. We'll have a blast round on softs. and then we'll set the night up. Well, I've lost 20 minutes tonight. I had a plan of what I was going to do, but we've got to go through the results to make sure everybody knows and sees what's doing. Make sure people understand how close this event is going to be tonight. It's the final, as we've said. We've got the final to decide. There's a bit of a gap for the leader at the front. It's Chippy, I think. I can't remember. I'll have to just retain that at the minute. I think it's Chippy that's winning. Coming out. Annie, he has. The decision this week of whether I think the house move is going to happen before we have to move. The solicitor is not telling me anything. Still waiting for surveys to be done. I think it's going to be longer than 6 weeks. Controller Dodo or Wheel Dodo? I believe Dodo's driving, yeah. Well done, Keely. I was going to do that as well. Keely, if you do colon WIDDS colon as well. Still 11. Still 11th. I think we're going to be driving for 5th tonight then. Top 5 would be a great result. Yeah, fair. I haven't really got any excuses this week. Nothing to get in early. I think the hard tyres will easily do the 20 minutes tonight. I don't think there'll be any drama with that. The fuel definitely will. 10th place! Mikey! I'm trying to work out what Az just said. What I said, Jim? No. As I replied on that, I don't know whether you're being too hard on yourself. I don't know whether you're trying too hard. I don't know whether something's broke with your wheel or pedals. I honestly don't know. I've tried to I'm not seeing you playing the game. You're not joining in and taking part anymore, so I don't know whether it's something you've just got to work through and get to know, but I can't see what you're doing. I can't see where you're going wrong or what you're doing wrong. So I think all you've got to do, my friend, is get back on the bus, start playing the game again, and work hard at it, and it'll come good. Whether it will just click or what, I don't know, or you'll find what's wrong. I don't know. Absolutely, that's the only thing you can do. Try and be positive with it as well, and try and see the best in it rather than kick yourself all over the room every time you make a mistake or it's not going to plan. Just try and stay positive. I am not fast at all tonight. Good evening, Norman. Sorry, Ginger Gandhi. Look at that single tyre fire. Spin that wheel up. Don't let it though, that's the worst bit about it. If you let it get that way, it will eat into you, and you don't want that. To be honest, mate, what I'd do is I would get on those driving licenses, on those license tests, use the process and get yourself through those license tests again. And I know you've done them umpteen million times, but as I'm trying to explain in the videos, they will teach you, if you're doing it properly, they will teach you what you need to be fast. If you work on the process, if you take the settings that I start with, TC1, default ABS, counter steer on 1, on strong, and then just try and get faster, turn them off when you think you can turn them off, and just work your way through them, and take your time with it and try and enjoy it, rather than, damn, I'm not fast, I can't get fast, I'm not going to be fast. If you try and work at it the other way and try and, target times. Take it in small chunks. Try and work out from your ghost where you are in relation to the speed. You don't need other people's ghosts to be able to do it. You can work it out off your own. And I know there's that question that goes in the back of your head that says, how do people get so fast here? Well, give it an hour on every test, and at the end of that test you'll be somewhere near to the top of the tree. And I guess that comes down to patience and timing and just being realistic about what to expect, about what you can do. Some people won't ever be quick, but I've seen you be fast, so I know you've got it. Definitely know you've got it. Right, I'm going to go and... My warm-up has been absolute trash, so let's do this thing. Let's review where we are. Looking for the red one. Yeah. There we go. There we go, folks. This is the current standing. You're welcome. Listen to what other people say as well. You're fast. You just need to find your mojo. You do. You do. So here's the current standings. We're going to look at the total column, which is 4 from the right. Currently, Chippy is top with 209. I'm in second with 197. Damo is in third with 169. Triple is on 166 in fourth. Jav's on 150. Seb on 135. Mikey's 134, just 1 point back from Seb. I don't believe Seb's racing tonight, so Mikey could gain there. Fat Man is on 129. Dodo is on 104. Dutch is on 102. Ginger Gandhi is on 100. And Big Daz on 98. So in terms of the drop rounds, as you can see at the bottom there, it says only 5 out of 6 rounds count to the final score. So we've always run a drop round event. Excuse me. We've always run a drop round. It gives people the opportunity to have a night off, or the ability to take a week away where something crops up. So you're not going to lose out by missing a week. For those people who are racing 6 events and do all 6 events, it gives you the opportunity to drop the lowest score. If you've only run 5 events at the end, you have to make all 5 results count. So in this way, you get a little bit of advantage. So if we then refer to the column on the right, we can see the drop adjusted score. So I think there might be a mess up there between the positions on the right hand side, but if we just look at the points, I think I've screwed that up, because I think Triple is actually in third and Damien's in fourth. But as it goes, Chippy is top with 177 going into the last round. He would then potentially, if he scores well, drop the next lowest points, but at this time we're dropping event 1 to 32. That puts me on 171 if I drop event 4. Damien will have 149 because he's dropping event 2 with 20 points. But because Triple has only got 4 events, he's got 166 to start. So he's actually in third place if you look at that. Javs is on 128, he's dropping 22. Seb has no drop rounds, but I don't think he's going to race tonight. Mikey's on 116, dropping 18 at 134. He is actually only 12 points back. Batman's on 120, having dropped 9. Dodo's on 104 with no drop. Dutch is on 102 with no drop. Ginger Gandhi's on 88 with a drop of 12. And Big Daz, who missed the last round, is sat on 98. So he's got potential to leap a few places. Everybody has. So apart from Chippy losing 6 points losing 6 points more than I'm going to score, and based on my practice, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Chippy's got this one, but I'm not going to curse him with the curse of the commentator. I'm just going to say at the minute he has got an advantage that I don't think we can beat. So there we are. Let's take a look at the races. I know we had a look at Dodo while he was running round, but that one. Dorian missed one race because he was too tired. There's the voice of a real man, working 2 jobs, etc, etc. So who's top of the tree right now? Oh, it's Mikey gets the unveiling as the current fastest lap time, and he's on. Dodo's in second. Mikey's got a 105.087 and Dodo is just 0.087 back. Chippy's sat in third, just half a second back from Mikey. Damo, he is now half a second back. Just as Damo promotes himself up to third. Damo's been struggling with pedal problems for the last couple of weeks. And absolutely, 100% there, Wilkie. Thank you very much for reminding us. Big Popper, much love from everybody here in the chat, especially Wilkie. But I hope you're doing alright, mate, and I hope you're coming on strong. Hope your recovery is going to plan. And we will see you back racing in a few short weeks, I know. Mikey's gone 104.878. He's on. He's less than a quarter. So Seb is actually in tonight. So Seb could be taking away valuable points from people tonight. That could be interesting. Well done, Seb, for making it along. Seb's just a second behind Mikey. Fat Man's in 6th. 1.1 back from the front. Cheers, fella. Triple's just in the pits getting a new set. Dutch is razzing round. He's somewhere. Oh, Chippy's just gone top of the tree with a 104.6. As his fuel load comes down, let's just double check where it is. Oh, he's on just over quarter, so but a relatively new set of soft tyres. It's coming down. So Dutch, where will we see Dutch? Dutch is running round with a stunning livery. Do like that. It stands out in the mirrors. So bright. Ginger Gandhi, I think, is just 2 corners back. He's 1.6 seconds down. We are just trying to get it to look at me. There we are. We're in the pits. We're 1.8 seconds back. Big Daz, 1.2 seconds behind. Oh, Javs is in there as well. Let's see if we can find Javs. There's Javs. Just gone out on track. Big Popper says, thanks for checking in. Recovery is slow as expected. Keeping pain meds on board pretty much daily depending on how I feel. And quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. But good to hear from you, Big Popper. I'll drop you a message over the next couple of days and just see how you are. Yeah, he's a racer missing from the track, that definitely. Right, I'm going to have a couple more laps now we've seen everybody is racing. Just going to go on softs. And get ready for qualifying. Just going to be steady and let that car go into turn 1. It's Mr. Javs. The love is pouring for Big Popper, which we don't mind at all. Let him know he's missed and he'll get better quicker. We know that. That's how it works. It doesn't like to roll into the corner, this car. It really doesn't. It breaks free, like Freddie Mercury in a Hoover. I can't believe we're up to 8th. Okay. Good starting spot. Now, what do we kind of expect with tonight's race? It is a very, very tricky track to overtake at. It's not very wide. Top speed isn't tremendously high. You only really get the opportunity to overtake people when they make mistakes, or if they get trapped behind somebody else on a slower line, maybe. So there's going to be lots of overtaking early on, I think. Contact can be quite... Ask Dutch if he's awake. Yeah, Unimog racing. No? Yes, it was Chris. Yes, it was Chris who was just... Bryce is not in the chat, to be honest with you guys. You normally are in with Chris. Is he just on his phone or something? Ah, it could be, couldn't it? He has his monthlies, doesn't he? Yes. Yes, probably. Doesn't like the trail break, does it? Right, I've just seen my clock turn 9:15, so it's time to go to quali. I'm just going to finish this one lap. And at the end of this lap, I'm going to give you the 10-second warning for the 10-second warning, of course. If you're not ready now, I don't see the... Dodo's just gone for a number 2. He wants 2 minutes. I'll do another lap. Up to 6th. Side-by-side action in front. And that's how it happens. Damo managed to get up the inside of Javs. Poke the nose down the inside. That's one of the opportunities for an overtake there. But I got the slower run out purely because I had the tighter line. What track do you reckon they're going to be emphasising we use the Unimog on? It's going to be an off-road vehicle, surely. Right. Dodo, let us know when you're back. Just check my tyres. Tyres are done. It's now 21:19. Wonder what size wheels the will we get, like, monster truck tyres for Unimog? Or will we get, like, crop sprayer Unimog tyres, really tall and thin? You could put smaller rims and lower on it, yeah. You could. You could. It's just such a irregular car to put into a racing game. But then, you know, it is horses for courses. It's not all about drifting and racing, is it? There's social driving to be done. No. What are you on about? Dodo, are you back? Come on, Dodo. He says go. 10-second warning, gentlemen. Get your tyres on.
Good luck, all. Good luck, everyone. Good luck.
I didn't miss anybody, did I? Everybody's here. We got 12 races tonight. Right, I'm hitting the button. Have you done it, fat man?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the 10-second warning, gentlemen. It's qualifying. It's the final round of the Mazda Cup at Tsukuba. Good luck, everybody. Enjoy it. You've got 10 minutes to set your fastest time. Here we go then, folks. I need to get out first to make sure I get a clean track. I normally get that benefit. It's the only single thing I have as an advantage. And all the other cars behind get the opportunity to shuffle past each other. Fat man's out second. It's sunnier than when we were practicing just now. That was dusk, wasn't it? So aiming for top 5. Everybody's on full tank of gas. We've got no brake balance that I can use to sort of settle the car down a bit. We'll have to see how we go. See if we can get a low 105. That would be nice. A 105.9. That'll start the day off. We're down to 4th already. Down to 7th. Two more laps on these sets of tyres, on this set of tyres. Up into 3rd. Back down to 4th as Mikey goes top. Hippie now top. We're back down to 5th. Ah, Wilkie says you might not be able to swap its rims. Okay, that'll be interesting, won't it? Mikey's already in for a set of tyres. We're going in this lap. We were slower that time. Back down to 6th. Good evening, NW. Mikey's come good, you see, with gear changes now. Just changing tyres, no fuel. It's a relatively quick pit stop, one would hope. We're going to get 3 flying laps at the end of this, maybe. See if we can be out on the 4. There we go. On the 4 exactly. I'm going to stop. Apologies to those gentlemen. I know I gave up time there, but it's only courteous and correct. They were on flying laps. They were on their first out lap with brand new tyres, and I see Mikey just kind of slid it a bit. So Chip is in the pits. There's a few cars going in now. See what we can do over the next 2.5 minutes. Down to 7th as Dodo goes into 2nd place. He's already a couple of pounds lighter. In the greyhound trick of going to the loo just before you race. Did that give us anything? No, we lost time. We've got to stay in 4th. Down to 8th. It's bopped, sir. Bopped. No tunage. Not even brake balance. Right, we're coming up to our final flying lap. We're following Mikey around. Let's see. Yeah, we are terribly slow. We have nothing compared to these boys. Just the odd bit of counter steer kicking in occasionally. Time has ticked, so this is the final go. We seem to be closing in on Mikey, but we don't seem to be making any massive inroads at all. On lower fuel, we didn't make any sort of advantage or gains. We let it slide too far off the apex. There you have it. That's how slow we are. Ah, well. That's where we is. No extra point for qualifying for me. Disappointed. There's some stunning times out there. Look at that. Mikey just comes across the line to finish 4th. Which, standout result of the day, to be honest. Dorian in 2nd is also... Dorian is also showing his worth there. So, that's pretty decent. Looking down to the bottom of the tree, Ginger Gandhi up to 9th. Within a second of the fastest time, that's good. Dutch is still running, or he's in the pits and we're just waiting for him to... we're going to have to go the whole 3, aren't we? Yeah, somebody looks like they pitted before the end. It's fine. Yeah, 105s. I can't see. I can see. I can see a 104.820. And Dodo gets in just before the 105. So yeah, good stuff. Go on, spam the Dodo. Just not in caps. Doop doop. 40 seconds before we can exit this. Az is back on the fishing. Yeah. It's going to be another war of attrition race, this one. It's going to be 20 hard laps, this. Or 20 minutes is going to be a hard one. There's going to be some argy-bargy. There'll be some hustling. There'll be people struggling. There'll be spinnings. There certainly will. Yeah, there'll be some penalties as well, I can bet you. There will be some penalties. Let me just record these results. Do the usual thing. You got time, Damo. Let me know when you're back. Okay, so first, the final session, the final season qualifying event ends with Fat Man dragging it up the back. A 106.7, less than 2 seconds behind the leaders. So there is positives there. It's not everybody's favourite circuit, this. I do know that. So some people love it, some don't. Big Daz in 11th. Probably doesn't like the car less than the track. So 1.4 back, a little bit further ahead than Matthew, 106.2. Dutch in 10th, getting lots of stick in the crowd. The chat is really giving Dutch some tonight. A 105.9, a 1.123 behind the leaders. Ginger Gandhi leads that pack. on the second page with 105.806, with less than 1 second behind the leader. So that's 9 drivers less than within a second of the leader. I head up the next field, which is in 8th place with a 105.5, 0.76 behind the leaders. Javs, a 105.4, less than 105.5, 0.66 behind the leaders. Damo in 6th on a new set of pedals. So he's just half a second back from the leaders with a 105.3. Triple is in 5th, a 105.2. Mikey in 4th place with a 105.2. That's good points for Mikey. That's going to see him push up from the bottom of the table, I think. Give him some room and give him something to be positive about. Seb's in 3rd, a 105.1. Seb is just going to be sliding in. I think this is his 4th race. He's had to miss a couple, so this will see him catapult up the table a little bit. If he can carry this on in 3rd place, a 105.1. Dorian on controller, 104.991. 0.171 behind the leader, but topping it out, winning for the final round, is Chippy with the fastest lap inside the 105s, just like Dorian, a 104.820. Excellent stuff. So there's no video to save there. We've just got to put the tyres on. And if you don't put the tyres on, you've got to pit and change them, and then I'll disqualify you. So just waiting on Damo, Gandhi, all having a little pufferoon outside. Whether it's real cigarettes or vapes, I don't know. So Neil's just back into the UK to sell his car. That's a shame. I know Neil likes that car. That little A45, I think it was. A45 Merc. Now imagine you on wheel. You're going to love it, mate. You're going to love it. Let's see you get that A+. You're back. No worries at all. Hey, Krusty Bobo. Is that everybody back in? Let me know if there's somebody missing. Gandhi's back in, ain't you, Gandhi? Yeah. Happy days. So I'm going to hit the 10-second warning. Here we go. 10-second warning, gentlemen. The official one. It's a 20-minute race using hard tyres. Pit as many times as you like, or not if you need to. Good luck, have a good and make it a good last one, and we'll see you at the end. Right. Just don't put any pedals, don't press any pedals until you come to the live screen. And it's a standing start with penalties. So don't pull away from the line or let your foot slip off. We're in 8th place. Bogged down a little bit. We're going to get the inside line here. We're not getting any pressure from behind. A little bit of close up under braking. Difficult to come off the soft tyres and onto the hard tyres and the changing grip. You expect the car to go much, much faster, then all of a sudden you are a Delta car that doesn't want to go round corners and it only wants to go anywhere slowly. Damo lost out a little bit there. The draft is not going to help anyone here. Little touch on the brakes made me react. So first lap out, Chippy's in the lead, Dorian second, Seb third. Having to play defensive line there just to stop Dutch getting the run on us. Don't be off put by that purple. That purple goes to everybody on lap 2. It could be very easy to think, hey, I'm going fast, but I'm not. This ship does not sail fast at all. Absolutely, Big Popper. Clean start is a thing of beauty. And it did look like a relatively clean start from my position. Oh, we've gone wide. Fastest lap of the race goes to Dodo. Seb and Dodo seem to be battling it out up there. Seb round the outside. Just looking forward ahead of my immediate. Oh, there's been some letting go and shuffling about. It's getting a little bit congested. Dodo dropping back down to 5th. Mikey getting the run on Dodo now. Javs and Damo getting some side-by-side action going. Damien wants the room on the inside. He just gives a gentle tap to Javs to let him know he was there. And he has to relent and give that up, and it goes wide. That's where we managed to capitalise. But we are slow, so let's see what comes of it. Ooh, just trying to close the door on Damo there, just saying no, no, no. You can't come through there, sir. I know it wasn't an intentional tap, so we'll go with that. He was just trying to make room. But there wasn't any room there for him to have. I wasn't going to let him have it. It was my line. Very easy to pick up damage in incidents like this. So what's it sorted out at the front? Chippy in first, Seb in second, Triple third. Can't see in fourth, but I'm expecting that to be Mikey. Dodo 5th, Jav 6th, me in 7th. Had to lift the throttle there. There comes Damo, really charging up under brakes. I probably broke from a long way out. Looks like the leaders have... Looks like Chippy, as the leader, has got a good clean pair of heels behind him. I just over-revved in second there. That's going to give me not the opportunity to catch Javs. And that's going to give Damo the opportunity to slide up behind me in the nicest way possible. Another faster lap, that's alright. Some more side-by-side stuff going on in front of us. Mikey having a run on Seb. And Dodo just tapping the back end of Mikey as they sort out who's going to be coming out of the corner first. Dorian gives way to Mikey. Good evening, Lee. Welcome. So I'm sat in 7th place with everyone in front of me down to second place, and it's all moving, it's all happening. There's the opportunity. If I just sit here and wait and try and keep up with them, there could be the opportunity that they do definitely have an issue. Lap time's coming down. Just trying to preserve that left front tyre a bit. Damo slides up behind us. Still trying to be gentle on my tyres. Trying to make myself so wide. Damo just tried to get on the throttle that little bit early and just ran wide a bit. Jav's trying to make a run on Dodo. My rear tyres just gave way there, giving Damo the run. Damo goes to the grass and loses it. And there's damage. Oh, such a shame. But the frustration getting the better of him, I think. The fact that he's stuck behind a grey-haired, fat, slow, old fella. And he just can't get around him, because I just won't let him. Now I've got rid of the persistent challenger in the back door. Excuse me, I've got to now I've got to chase these fellas down in front to see if we can keep in touch. We're approaching the halfway point. Dorian just trying to keep in charge of that car. If we've made these tyres work, we could have the advantage coming into the last few laps. Just want to study and observe just how well Dorian's car is going to handle that final corner. Lee's just said that Dorian's put in a really good quali lap on race C. So there's cars pushing out to the right in front. That's Mikey and Javs, I think. Oh, they're too wide going in. He's done well, Javs, to get up there. He's made a few passes. Oh, and then there's incidents. A little bit of a tap. I don't know whether there's some responsibility there. It looked like Mikey has let him go past. But they're the kind of incidents I've been waiting for. They do happen when you start to fight. Now we want to try and capitalise on a really good set of tyres. We've managed to nurture these. 8 minutes 50 remaining, so we're into the second half. Trying to enter that corner really without braking. The left front is now starting to show signs. Need to, right. Put Dorian under pressure, but I can't get to him. I don't really want to give Javs the run up the inside. I want to try and catch Dodo on the exit here. There's the opportunity for the close-up. Dorian trying to scrub the dirt off his tyres that he will have picked up in that outer part of the track. Javs really closing in. Dodo's managed to find a couple of tenths there. We were lucky. Who needs tyres? If you can't race on rims, you're not a racer. I'm just looking for the extra little advantage that comes with that little extra bit of rubber. Oh, Mikey's gone really wide. Seven more laps to go, maybe 6. The front three are really tight and close now. Seb, Triple and Chippy. It's a battle I can't see taking place, but they are maybe 4 or 5 cars lengths between them now. That's a battle closing in. Still trying to nurture these tyres. And then we've got to try and push. Without losing the back end, which is what will happen with this car. It'll lull you in. Donovan is going to take the inside line to protect. That was unlucky, he just lost it on the exit of the corner. We just put in the fastest lap of the race for us, which should come with the good tyres that we've managed to maintain. 4 minutes remaining. Third place is just ahead of us. I think that's a pipe dream. But I'm just trying to give myself grip when I'm going to need it. Trying to be smooth consistently, trying not to overstress anything. Those two guys behind me are still looking poised. I've got to try and play the right card here. Oh, do. Yeah, forced off my line there. That's unfortunate. Dodo gave it up though. Gentleman racer that he is. Javs capitalised from that. That was unfortunate. But that was my fault. We were being cautious into one. Dodo now, I think tyres have gone for him. Only 2 laps remaining. This one and one more, one would suggest. Javs just managing to squeeze away at the front. Top 5 was the target. I guess we're in there, but I would have been happier with 4th. Car just didn't want to grip. There's yellow flags ahead. No overtaking. Yellow flags have gone in. I can only assume there was contact. Is there a back marker amongst the lead group, or has there been an incident? Chippy looks like he's got away. There's just 12 seconds remaining. Chippy's going to get the extra lap. Yeah, everybody else is going to get flagged off. No, Triple gets through as well. No, he doesn't. Just try and make it a secure 5th place. That's as good as it's going to be. Oh, that's hard work. Good night, Keeley. Take care. Oh, 5th place. Yeah, okay. Chippy gets the victory lap. Batman with the DNF. Ooh. Ah, it was lag and then you brake. Didn't want to smash it. I didn't notice any lag. So, yeah, you well avoided. Yeah, well avoided. Yes, sir. Is it? Is that right? Okay. Okay. Understood. I wonder if that's overpowering on my microphone. I will just drop it down a little bit because it is cutting out in the orange. Yeah. It is possibly there going to the... Yeah, just touching the orange, which is fine. Thank you, Mikey. So, 5th place. Oh, 4-star ticket. Just makes you happy. Save the replay. We can do that this week. Results. Screenshots. then we post them. Screenshots. Okay. Whilst people take a cigarette break or whatever they need to, we'll just run through the results. Fat Man gets a DNF there, puts the fastest lap in a 106.75. But a not. Oh. So we had a wheel cut out, lost all for feedback, and nowhere to go. Dutch finishes in 11th, 2 laps back. I'm assuming he was up there amongst the leaders as they were coming round for those last couple of laps. Trying to get out of the way, I would suggest. I don't know, didn't see it, but sounds reasonable. Ginger Gandhi, a 106.792 in 10th. And Damo, having had an incident and damage, finishes in 9th. Fast lap, though, 105.867 on the hards. Big Daz finishes in 8th with a 106.468. Mikey finishes in 7th after a massively promising start, a 106.311. Dorian in 6th, having had a number of battles along the way, some lag incident as he's just related. Also had a couple of taps with people. I think Mikey actually dropped down because he had to give up a couple of places purely by being the gentleman. So, Yeah, so as Mikey just related, he tapped the back end of Javs as they went into turn 1. Javs went wide but didn't come off the track. Mikey knew there was an incident, so he just kept behind, but Dodo and I managed to take advantage of it and got past the both of them, so just unfortunate. I finished in 5th then, not the fastest lap of the day. Yeah, you hit the wall on the outside, didn't you? Yeah, saw that. At the end of turn 4. Yeah. Okay. So Mikey just relating he got damage at the end there. But Dodo came in 6th, 106.069 after a couple of incidents. Me in 5th. Javs in 4th. He got lucky with an incident at the end there where Dodo just clipped me, forced me off the line, and he avoiding with lag. So no fault of Dorian. It's just the way the system is. But then Jav really did get the reward I think he needed because he did lose out through that tap from Mikey. So it was probably fate just returned what should be. But Jav's fastest lap there, a 106.037. Seb up into 3rd, a 105.777 for his fastest lap. Didn't see any of the battle of the guys up front, but I know they were battling hard. In 2nd place was Triple with the fastest lap of the race, a 105.646. And in Chippy takes the win, 21 minutes 18. He was the final driver on the track, taking the lap of glory with a faster lap of 105.726. So a great finish by Chippy, more points to the championship total. And then we go on to race 2. Just out the front on his own. Yeah, that's what it kind of looked like. Yeah, it didn't look like that at certain points, though, Mikey. It looked like they closed in on him and caught him up. It did look like that, but then with 3 laps to go, there was yellow flags, and I don't know what had happened. I don't know whether there was some contact or something. We'll just have to look at the video after. Let's load up the second lot, and then we'll reverse the grid. Because race 2 is a reverse grid race. Let's just double check that that's all right. Grid start set by host. Everything is cushy. Don't forget to join. Press the cross, the tick. And change your tyres at the same time. I think that's what is the annoying factor with this one. So we just need people to tag up, please. And then I will set the grid. Fat Man gets pole. Seb, Damien, Big Daz, and Dutch. That's 3 of the guys. Damien's outside having a ciggy, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the grid while we start and wait. So, Fat Man takes the pole. Ginger Gandhi. Dutch, actually. Can't see Dutch. Not there. Yeah, Damien's not there either. I'll bring you in. So Big Daz there. Mikey. Dodo. Widow. Javs. Seb. Chippy, Triple, Seb, Javs, Widow. Yeah. Who have we got left? Just Dutch. I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah, just Dutch to go in behind Fat Man when Dutch returneth. Lee's put in a request for paddle shifters in the van at work. Yeah. Looks like Dutch is going to be setting off last. And Lee made a comment, 420 boys doing good this season. They are. They're dominating this, and they're very good and very adaptable, these guys. It's they are certainly capable of bigger things. Kind of waiting for it to go. Where are we? Yeah.
Texted to get back in the house.
He's obviously gone. There he is. Number 2 had.
You managed to get your wheels sorted back up? I think so, yeah. But Lee took some of the profile.
There we have it, folks. We are ready to rock and roll for the final race. Good night, Norman. Yeah, unfortunately, mate, my commiserations. Thinking of you. And make the best of it, Norman. My apologies. You're welcome. Have a good night. 10-second warning, gentlemen. How do we fancy a Clio Cup next time round? I haven't thought yet. I've got to. Maybe. Yeah. It's a bit too like this one, though. A bit too like this. Right, gentlemen, 10-second warning. Let's go. This is a 40-minute race using medium and soft tyres. You must use both types. It's a standing start where penalties apply. Best of luck, gentlemen. Enjoy it. Make it the best race of the season and get some great points. We'll see you at the end. Here we go. This is the climax, the ultimate finale. Pit strategy comes in with with this one. Medium tyres. Kind of anticipate the faster boys wanting to come through. Mike is off on the gravel. How did Mikey and that change position there? I'm going to go for the middle draft and try and push Javs through. Debs has got the inside line. Mikey's forcing his way. Ooh, Seb. Seb took to the grass. Desperate to make progress. No damage for us. Nothing for me to give up there either. Now, is it faster to two-stop this? I think the pit stops are a massive disadvantage in terms of time taken. Lots of tyre squealing. Mikey, just missed my back end. I let off the brake to try and stop that, but the car fought me. No damage. I don't think there was any contact, to be honest. I just saw him coming like an absolute exocet. Very late on the brakes, very sharp to slow down. Maybe that's where I'm not quite as quick. Maybe I'm not gear slamming. Maybe I'm just trying to drive the car naturally. We're catching the group. There's Triple. Where's Chippy in all of this? Chippy's just there, isn't he? He's made his way through. Mikey's back with us. Too eager to dive down the inside and take the inside line. Not entirely sure there was room for that, but there we go. A racer's instinct is always to try and make the pass. We lost 2 places because of it. Could I have just let him go? There was no line there. There wasn't any room for that. Somebody's off on the left. That's Candy, I think. He's back going again. Good overtake round the outside. I was always going to be blocking that inside. But it was a good move. Just not fast. Just not fast at all. I'm looking at my brake pedal and asking the question, is it stuck on? Is my throttle pedal not going all the way? I've got no pace whatsoever. I've got no damage. And I always changed the car just before we went online. Four-wheel drive, isn't it, the Cosy? Or is it rear wheel? We could always put the suggestions in a hat and whatever draws, draws. I'd personally not go for a rear-wheel drive car this time. I'd go for something front-wheel drive and a little bit French. But there's also Golfs and Minis. I want to try and shake things up, make something a bit different, a bit interesting. I don't know. I guess that's my prerogative, but something with more power. Yeah. Focus might have a little bit more power. "32 minutes remaining, 35 laps." Outbrake myself. I did say Clio, but I didn't know which way to go. Somebody said, "Oh, which one?" New one, old one. We could go McGann, couldn't we? And I must admit, Lee, as well, Lee says he sees the counter steer. The counter steer is the one that is on for me. It's the one that's on all the time rather than the traction control. Yeah. His car sounds ever so raspy. Has he blown his exhaust? I want to see if I can go another 20 minutes on these tyres. See if we can go 18 more. Oh, here comes Dutch. Outbraked himself. No damage. Unlucky Dutch. I really have to decide in the next week what we're doing. Whether there's going to be a season 11 straight away. We'll find out, I'd say. Back mono. Back mono's an interesting car, isn't it? I personally don't like it, but it is an interesting car. It's actually better in this game than it is than a couple of others. It's a single seat racer, isn't it, kind of thing? Yellow flags. Was somebody off? I don't know. Still putting faster laps in. Radical's good. Red Bull Junior. Yeah. I fear we might need to make sure that that sort of fits in with the style of where we're aiming to go. I'm just falling further and further back. Real sad end to the season. Don't think I'm going to score more than 26 points. Something gone on in front. Mikey and Yavs look like they've switched positions. Batman's actually out front, look, followed by Dodo. I haven't really been looking at the front of the race. I've been worrying about my own woes. But look at that. Fat Man leading the pack. Dorian Pitts on his mediums. That's the first pitter. We're going to look to see if he comes out on mediums again. It looks like he's out of the pits on mediums. So he's going to stop one more time. I think two stop might be... Oh, overtaking is prohibited. There's a car off to the right, that's triple. It does have a Civic Touring car, you're 100% right. Oh, I didn't ignore yellow flags, he was off the circuit. Oh, that's an absolute kick in the testicles. He went softs, did he? Okay. I get a penalty for that. Every car in front of me must have a penalty. Not just me. Thankfully, I'm not going to get overtaken, but I'm going to get penalised. What did I have to do? Pull over and let him stay off? Oh, that's appalling. Hey-ho. It's because he entered the track again, wasn't it? That's how you get such a horrendous penalty. Nobody else got the penalty either. Just me. So Dodo's gone soft softs. He'll do 12 and 12, 24 laps, which is probably approximately right. Oh, we'll get over it. Dodo didn't seem to make any time on me. We were on a 105.5. That would have been our fastest lap if we'd have taken the 3 seconds off. Look, 108.5. So we were on a really good lap then. Anyway. Steb's gone in off his mediums. We're going to do around about 8 more minutes. I generally don't think you'll make a set of softs go 20. So Fat Man still leads the race. Damo in second, Chippy in third. Other people, Big Daz has gone to the pits now. We saw this in the first round, didn't we? I was leading clearly by miles in the first round. Went to the pits twice. Nobody else did. They only pitted once. They proved that a one-stop was the way to go. Remo goes to the pits, 51% of fuel. We're on 56, so we know we've got the fuel to get to the end. Mikey goes to the pits. Up into 5th spot. Courtesy of the pitting. If we can keep these low 106s going, we're going to be okay. Yeah, I think 10 to 15, definitely. Fat Man goes in, Chippy takes the lead. I reckon if I come in, well, if I can get down to 13 minutes, that would be nice. 4 more laps. But I've got to keep that lap time up. Or down, as it should be. Dodo is catching. And I kind of expect him to be pushing sort of, what do you think, 13 minutes or 13 laps? I was actually hoping for 12 minutes. Up into 3rd now. Minutes, yeah. That'll be 3 more laps at this point, which I think is a good shout. Dodo's in. He's going to go mediums again. He didn't really make much of a dent on those softs. The pit stop time really did affect his ability there to really capitalise. Medium, soft, medium, yeah. I'm going just medium softs. Yeah, tyres dying. It's true, true, true. Now we're just catching jabs now. Got him down at 2.5. My front left is going where it needs to go. A Damo is 2.7 back. We're down to 14. I think if we're doing one more lap, we are on where we need to be. That's 14 minutes. Damo is really pushing hard behind. If we box this lap, it'll bring us out like 12.5 minutes to go, which is probably fair enough. It'll drop us down to 8th place or somewhere. Tyres, the time's down to 1:06.9, so now is the time to go, I think. And we'll make them last. Chippy and Jav still continuing. Racing tyres don't fuel. 18 laps remaining of fuel. We're down to 8th, 9th, 10th. Oh, that's where we started. Ripples there. So now we've got to make these tyres go. It's already showing heat on that left front. Chippy's pitted 40% of fuel. We had 45% when we went in, 44% when we went in. Gavs has carried on. Damo and Fatman yet to pit again. There's a few that are going to pit again. So coming out the pits very soon, just here on the right. He's already come out, hasn't he, Chippy? Has Chippy got out already? He has. Aiming for top 5. Javs is in. 38% of fuel. That's good going. Fastest lap with Mikey, a 1:04.918. That definitely deserves a shout out, doesn't it? There's Triple going to the pits again. Gavs is just coming out there. He was leading. So Javs did really well to get out and back in. That last lap must have been quite slow for him. I'm still trying to shoot for top 5. Anybody else going to the pits? It looks like it. Or not. No, nobody. Yes, Dutch went in. That's Big Javs. Big Daz just in front. Chippy's back up to third. I don't know whether Damien and Fat Man are pitting again. Dodo's only 3 seconds behind us. The evening is drawing in now, look. We need the track to cool a bit. Dodo's off the track. Big Daz is blocked. Big Daz has gone to the pits. Okay. Javs did really well to stretch those tyres. Question is, we know Chippy is pitting again. He's not pitting again. He's gone a one stop. Javs is a one stop. Does that mean Damo and Fat Man and Mikey could be on a two stop? I don't know. If that's us, that's a podium. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. So Damien's gone back in. Chippy's got the fastest lap. He was driven out of his socks. It's Javs. Absolutely out of his socks. Is that Damo? That was Damo. He's done really well. So we're not going to get that place back. His tyres are going to be fresher than ours, so we're relying on Fat Man and Mikey. And I don't know where they are in front of us. I know they're in front of us, but 6 minutes. I think we're good on laps. I think we're good. Tyres will just scrape in. Although they are on the edge. Fuel is very comfortable. I'm looking to 2 more pitters in the top group. I don't know whether it's going to happen. We've gone purple in the first split. Yeah, I think they might be trying to stretch their tyres. Hey, somebody's gone to the pit now. That's Mikey. .105.193. That's our fastest lap of the race. There's the top 5. With Fat Man hanging out for the win here. That's tremendous effort. We're within touch of the front of the race by 15 seconds, which isn't a bad shout, but I've now got to drive for the end. These tyres are just feeling a bit ugly. Come on, fat man, take the win. Come on. I don't know what the gap is. I don't know where they are. Is that fat man and Chippy going through the start finish now, entering turn 1? It'll be a good race if that is. I'm definitely driving for 5th. Dodo is just managing to claw in time as we draw to the end, but I really am driving for this spot. I think we've done exceptionally well, considering we've had a couple of incidents. We've had a dodgy 3-second penalty. I'm happy with a 5th place, if it can happen. Purely on the premise that I was well off the pace tonight. Batman's lost a spot. Chippy takes the lead. Chippy on his way to sealing the victory for the championship. Is Damo in a position to pick up 2nd place? Can he capitalise on it? There's going to be one more lap after this, I would guess. My tyre saving strategy kind of came good. Just trying to work out whether it's going to be good enough to secure 2nd place. I know Damo is pushing high in this league. There's a chance that I might lose the 2nd. I don't know. Here we go then. This is going to be the final lap. Headlights are going to be on any minute. Let's just drive it home. No incidents. There's some chatter going on. What am I hearing? Oh, it's happy chatter. I think it's happy chatter. Here we go then, managing to hold it together. Dodo's just got the look at my back bumper with Seb there close behind him. 3 seconds back to Dorian. Chippy takes the win. Batman takes a 2nd. Damo in third. Jabs is going to pick up fourth. We're going to come round and pick up the predicted 5th place. There we go. Dodo for a good result, really. And Seb, with that incident at the start that really put him back, which collected Javs as well. But that's interesting stuff. Everybody gave up what they needed to give up for the incidents, I think. Great race, Fat Man. Damo, double stop there, working well. Damo was catching Fat Man fast, was he now? So, save the replay, and then we'll take the screenies, and then we'll have a review. I've also got to put up the results for the GR3 for Friday so that people can see the positions. We'll do that immediately after we've completed this, and then we'll put up a lobby. I don't know what we'll put up. We might put a Clio Cup kind of lobby up, kind of see what we think. If people own them, might just put an open lobby up, go from there. I think they're in the shop, to be honest. Let's have a look at the results then. Let's go through them. Final time for the Mazda Cup. Mikey finished last. I didn't expect to see that. So Mikey was progressing. Yeah. Okay, so Mikey was going well. Pitted probably a little bit early on his first set of tyres. Had to pit a second time. Came out behind Dutch, got past him, and then had an incident on his own, which put him back 3 laps from the end. So unlucky, Mikey, but a damn fine time of 1:04.918 just shows how well you're progressing. So that's superb. Ginger Gandhi in 11th at 1:05.860, 46 seconds back. I think everybody finished on the final lap, didn't they? Looking at that. They definitely did. That's a tremendous effort. Tremendous effort. Big Daz in 10th place with a 1:05.629, fastest lap. Dutch in 9th, 1:05.589. Can't really say a lot. Didn't see them through the race, so no real input from me. Triple overtook him towards the end. He had that extra pit stop, 1:05.251. Seb, we had a bit of a coming together early on. He dived down the inside, but then missed his braking point on the grass and took the back end of Javs. He had to give up those couple of places, and I think that really hindered his race there. He was really trying to look to get to the front. But no harm, no foul. He gave up what he needed to, and that's just the way it works out. Dodo in 6th place, a 1:05... Well, sorry, let me just say that. Seb, a 1:04.843, which is a pretty quick lap. Dodo in 6th. Probably the last time we'll see him racing in the league with the controller. 18.94 seconds back from the leader, chasing me down at the end. A 1:05.343. Pitted twice, so that's not a bad result at all, considering on a controller you really do burn those tyres. And you've got recognition from the chat as well, so well done, Dodo. 5th place for me. Where we predicted, to be honest. A 1:05.193, not the fastest of the laps, but we're on a 2-stopper, and we really made those tyres last. 15.6 seconds back. Now, I raced with the 4th place guy the majority of the race and the one before, and Javs deserved that 4th place over 5th. There was no way I was going to catch him at the end. He made that first stint go as long as he possibly could, had slightly better tyres at the end, and still put in a 1:04.9, which is a stunning lap. Well done, Javs. That was a great race. Damo pitted twice, the first of the 2 stoppers, a 1:04.613, which was the fastest lap of the race, which was superb. Just 7 seconds back from the leaders. That was really good performance by Damo, a really good finish. Fat Man, I have no idea how many times he pitted, probably twice. Only once, so that was even better. A 1:05.637 fastest lap. Considering he had a DNF in the first race and a controller issue, He's got that wheel back working well, and that last stint was absolutely superb. Well done, Fat Man. And right, and considering you didn't really get on with this car at all the whole season, that was a great result. So well done. And then the man at the top of the chart, Chippy 420, comes in, finish time of 40 minutes and 19 with a fastest lap of 104.742, almost taking a clean sweep for the day. Just Damien taking that last point. Chippy 420 takes the victory and the league. Congratulations, Chippy. What a great result. Well done, that man. Really good. Really great race. Well done. And that brings a real happy end to a really good season, I thought. That was really well contested. The spirit among the racers was ideal. That's what I wanted from people to race. You're racing against friends and colleagues and companions and whatever you want to call them. And we're racing to the finish as gentlemen. And everybody, no matter what it was, from what I saw today, everybody gave up what they gave away. So well done to everybody. Thank you for taking part. I really appreciate everybody turning up every week and really getting stuck in. And the other thing, the skins are absolutely awesome. Keep doing what you do, gentlemen, and hopefully we'll see you back next time. I'm trying to make the decision this week on whether we're going to fit another one in. So really appreciate the hard work and effort. It's really good. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate your time. Thank you. So let's just post up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the server over first. The one around the outside was absolutely stunning. The one up the inside was a bit rough. Yeah, but no, well, here's the thing, right? I know he gave it up, so I know he knew he wasn't 100%. But I can tell you this: I was blocking the inside corner deliberately the next time he came up behind me, and he did overtake me genuinely around the outside, round the hairpin. So no, I said it at the start. You've come a long way. You've come a real long way. You've got to stick with those gear changes, and you're doing really well, Mikey. If we were going to talk about driver of the season in terms of improvement, you'll get the tick from me. You get that extra point. So you've done really well. You know, it's... Good night, Dodo. Good night. Add you to the group. As Dodo. Yeah, let me do that now.
Mate. No, fair play. I did have it at one point in the second race. But yeah, fair play, man.
I think that's you, Dorian, Dodo. You're welcome, John. Thank you very much. No, there's a couple of controller guys, Dodo.
Sorry? What we perfectly fine. Wrong spring break in the spring, so no feel.
The clutch spring is your throttle pedal. Put the clutch in the throttle. Okay. Dodo's not going to sleep. He's too hyped. No worries. What do people want in the way of a lobby for the last hour, or is anybody bothered? Let me just I've just got one more thing to discuss. I need to just... It's GR3's Friday. I've got the results produced. I was just genuinely going to post them now, so nobody really was not focused on this until it happened today, because I wanted people to focus on the GR3 on the Mazda Cup today. So I've produced the the league standings in exactly the same way as I did the other one. So they're now posted. Let me just give you the opportunity to review that. Here we go. So current standings for the GR3. This is on Friday. Triple is in first place on 227. Big Bad Barry on 214 in second. Damo in third on 184. Javs in fourth on 176. And me in JB's position on 174 in fifth. Very close in that third, fourth, fifth position. Could be anybody's going for that bottom step of the podium. Dutch is on 144 in sixth. Chippy in on 115 purely because he's missed a couple of races. If Chippy had got another 70 points in there, he'd be up in third spot. So that can't be taken away from him. Big Daz in 8th on 107. Fatman on 93. Again, missed the round purely because of family commitments. Ginger Gandhi on 91. Say again? Yeah, understandable. At Gandhi on 91 and then Mikey on 76. If we were to talk about dropping around, you can see the average scores there, but adjusted with the drop round, it doesn't really change much, but Triple is still top with 186, Big Bad Barry on 177, Damo on 148, Javs on 151, so we'd just leapfrog Damo at this current point. I'm on 148, so I'd be tied with Damo, so that makes it even closer for that third spot. Dutch in 6th on 122, Chippy on 115 because of that. Big Daz on 107. Everybody stays the same, don't they, except for Ginger Gandhi. Fat Man stays on 93, Ginger Gandhi on 78 and Mikey on 76. So, lot to compete for on Friday. It's certainly not over, even though there's a 9-point gap at the top of the table. First and second could still battle that out, but definitely the battle for third is there. So, it is Suzuka full circuit. It's a long circuit. It's a long circuit and it's fitting for any final. Absolutely fitting because it's really technical. If you've got a car that likes corners, you could really enjoy that circuit. And that's one thing where the Subaru is pretty good cornering wise. We'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see. But there's the position that's posted now in Widdowmaker Racing. So please focus on that from now. Let's have a... I suppose we put Friday's track up, don't we? That's what we're going to do. Yeah. There we go. Loading up. There's the practice for Friday. But yeah, absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning series that. Really enjoyed the Mazda Cup, and whatever comes next, I'd like to definitely better that. So I did talk about this kind of last week a little bit. I really am looking to start another more serious league. Suggestion was put forward that we take a different night of the week and start to do something aimed towards a little bit more competitive racing, with prizes, with some reward at the end. So it would be a single server race setup. It would be a paid kind of event. We'd be looking at having a minimum membership level. So if you're a member of the channel, all it does is it pays for the prizes. So it doesn't have to come out of my pocket. It comes out of what the channel earns. We would try to have a more full set of racing rules. We wouldn't have so much the give up the position. It would be more about racing to the finish, still keeping the gentleman's requirement, but this server isn't loading. I think I'm gonna have to kick it and reload it, but definitely try and have something a bit more competitive in terms of making it a weekly event, just a Saturday night. Try and keep a more interesting format, probably start a little bit earlier, Let the races be a bit more rigid, a bit more formal. So if we say we're going to go at 9:15, we go at 9:15. Drivers must be in attendance to actually race. It would be an experiment the first time round. It would probably be over 8 weeks rather than 6. Purely to try and give the membership full payment, if you see what I mean. There's no point making people pay to be a member and 2 weeks of it we're not actually doing something. But I don't know. We would probably end up with a situation where the first 2 weeks of the next month you're not doing anything because we're setting the new league up. So I don't know. There's a little bit of thinking to do. A little bit more reorganisation to do in terms of whether it's actually going to be viable, whether people would want to do it, kind of thing. I know people want to do it. It's whether we would get a full server, because it needs a full server for it to happen. Because we got to pay for the trophies and any prize money. Prize money would be in the way of vouchers provided by my sponsor. So I've already got something in the pipeline for that. Admittedly, it's not going to buy you a race rig, but it's going to certainly contribute. You'll hear some more from me about that as we go. But I definitely think it's something that the channel needs. We need to elevate things to push things on and make it more serious. We would need. How do you decide which tracks? Well, here's the thing. I want to race in it as well. But I don't want to adjudicate. I don't want to be the person making the decisions. So I'm going to need a few things. I want to introduce a crowd element. So I want to introduce a racer of the day for points nominated by the chat group. So on the channel there would be a poll put up after every race to say, who do you... Well, I'd do it at the start maybe. I'd probably do it halfway through and post up who do you think the racer of the day has been, and you can vote according to a poll on the YouTube channel. Dorian was thinking about text group of league, not voice chat. Yeah. No, that would be very, very difficult. The problem we're going to have by having a serious league and having people not in the chat makes it very difficult to control. There has to be an element of communication, and it can't be based on me typing into the screen. There has to be some way all the drivers communicate. And if people don't want to be in the chat, it makes it very difficult to get the point across. As long as you're in the chat and you can hear me, everybody else muted, and it's for me, but I want to commentate, so I don't really want to be the person that's issuing the commands. So if it's going to be a serious league, we need a level of moderation, and I can't do that from the driver's seat. Well, that's Dorian says, let me answer that question. Sethanon says, how do you decide which tracks you use? Well, based on what we're going to race, I would suggest that this serious league needs to, the first time round needs to be a good base. So it would be a Group 4 or Group 3 race, driver's choice as to what car they're going to race, and the tracks would be the longer race tracks. And I think I would choose real world tracks for the first season. And whilst I would make the decisions, if we can get a group of people to, I won't say marshal, but I would want an authority group, a group of people that believe in the channel and believe in the racing. So if people were to come along each week and they were to want to watch and then make some decisions and have some influence, I could offer it out to people who would want to do that. But with that comes responsibility. And I know some people don't want that. So if it came to some incidents in the race, I don't want to do all of the adjudication because I'm racing and I don't want to be thought to be biased, and I probably would be biased if it's me in the incident. So we need to have some form of race review, but I can't do it all from my position in my seat. I'm already going to be managing 2 leagues on Tuesday and Friday, which aren't going to be quite so serious, but Saturday needs a review day. So it could only be that Sunday would be the day that the videos are reviewed, and Wednesday and Thursday potentially are the days that any issues will be dealt with and the results posted, or final official results. But getting people to volunteer to do that, really quite tricky, I think. So there's a bit to do. Yeah, absolutely, Dodo. No problem on the voice chat at all. We've also got to get through the fact that there's different languages, etc. But it's more about just people understanding that we're restarting the race. You know, if it's trying to be proper, we're trying to be on top of the process. I don't want people doing 2.5 laps when we've restarted. So it's one of those. Hopefully we don't do restarts and red flags. Hopefully that's not a case. I think we've done 2 restarts in the last year. So, but it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, there is. There's a bit to work out. And good night, sir. Great racing. Have a good week. So I'm kind of not expecting everybody to dive in, become members, and want to join the league and be forced to pay. That's not really what it's about. It's more about the Tuesday and the Friday night are still going to be there for people who race with the league and want to be part of the channel and do all that. I don't plan it to be a Widdowmaker racing team that joins the league on the Saturday, but it very much is a place for where the 420 guys really want to play. I think that's where they would rather be playing and racing. I know they're going to enjoy Tuesday and Friday, but the idea is we try and get more people from outside of the league as well, and we'd probably have to have qualifying rounds for people to get in. And I wouldn't want people to join the channel just to do qualifying and fail, because I know I can't run 2 servers at that level. That's just going to be an absolute nightmare. So hello, Morg calling awesome. Who is it, by the way? It's Dodo. Happy days. Dodo's just come on the chat. No, good man, good man. Great to hear you. Great to hear you. So yeah, right. Let's so that's the plan. Let me talk with the wife this week and the solicitor and find out what's happening. I've got no idea how this house move is going to go. They say, I said this last week, they say it's the most stressful thing other than divorce. And yeah. We've still not had the buying couple have their survey yet. They wanted the sale to be complete by the 1st of April. At this point in time, with no survey done, they're still 8 weeks away. So absolutely. It's only 4 weeks away now, isn't it? Unless they're progressing without one. And I'm guessing then they haven't got a mortgage. Because a mortgage would want one, wouldn't it? So, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see. So, but I think in my head, I know it's not going to be April. It's going to be June. It's got to be June, I reckon. So, we might just get another season in. We might do. Your English sounds fine to me, Dodo. Oh, yeah. We didn't touch the wall, thankfully. What I do know we haven't done. We haven't done that. Divorce was straightforward, says Seth. No stress. And Lee says, is she under the patio? Full Brookside. I can't remember where I put it, says Seth. I don't ever want a divorce. That's not what I want. Ever. I'm happy with what I've got. I just don't know about them. Yes, I know she's comfortable. She got her final sign-off from the doctors today. No sign of any issues. All confirmed. You know the worst thing is, right? Is she opened the letter. It came in a letter today. She opened the letter and her face went white. And as she sat down at the sofa, she said, can you turn the lights on? I need to read this. And I was like, oh my God, what's this? And she sounded so upset as she read the first line. And she moved her thumb and went, oh my God, it says no problem. I had my thumb over, no problem. And it's like, oh, thank God for that. So, yeah, all clear, all clean bill of health today. So, that's been one hell of a long year of getting that resolved, because it can't be far off a year when she was taken ill. So I think it was April, May that she was taken ill. Maybe. Thank you guys, appreciate it. But yeah, she's a few things have changed with her since, though, becoming ill. She realises that she's probably a little bit more fragile than she actually is, and she's doing everything she can to try and, you know, stay fit and healthy. So yeah, she's in the. She goes to the swimming pool 3 times a week. And 2 of those are at 6 o'clock in the morning at the weekends. And she says, are you coming with me? You need to go swimming. I'm like, not a chance. There's only one 6 o'clock a week. That's in the evening. And I use that 6 o'clock to try and get home from work at. On hard tyres, that's yeah, you don't need that. Good. How's Mikey's missus, by the way? Right. And your missus is... Matthew, your missus's ankle, is it out of the pot in a cast, or...? Oh, very good, very good. Has she got any metal work in there then? Didn't put any in? Good, good. Right. Because of meds. Yeah. But she's got it back now. Okay. Jeez. Anything to get out of driving with you, eh? What, debating with them over whether she can or not? Right, okay. Right, okay. Alright, Matthew, have a great race today, mate. Great result. Absolutely, yes. The splitter's low enough on this to put stripes in any lawn, I think. That's the other thing about moving house. I don't have a garden at the moment. I don't have lawns to mow. I get a bit obsessive with lawns, and I do like stripes and diamonds and squares and edges and borders, and it needs to look good. And when we decided to block pave our front drive and make the back garden gravel, he's gone to gears. He's no longer automatic. That's what the difference is. That's the difference between manual and auto. But you, Mikey, you're being discussed in the chat. You're supposed to smoke the grass, not drive on it. I agree. Yeah, so I don't have a lawnmower, and trying to find a house that doesn't have lawns really quite tricky. But we came to a deal that I get a ride on this time. So the house we've found, which I don't want to lose it, and if this purchaser pisses about and we lose this, and I've spent what I've spent, I would be so unhappy. But either way, got to stay positive on that. If I'm having these garages built that we've talked about, or I told you about last week, shish kebab. Getting slower on these hard tyres. Can't park there, mate. Yeah, we know. Yeah, go faster stripes on the ride-on. Well, never had a ride-on mower, but it would be quite interesting to have a garden again and want to pay attention to it, because I really don't pay attention to this house's garden. I've paving slabbed it, I've concreted some of it, I've gravelled some of it, and really enjoyed not having a garden. But we haven't been out and used it and barbecued in it or anything. So we've got the hot tub out there, but we haven't really used that this winter because she's not been well. But Widdowmaker, absolutely. Widow 1 it would be. It would be W10DOW1. Widow 1. But W10DOW could work as a full British proper edge plate, so I'm following you, Gandhi. Just wherever you went, my car wanted to go. Oh yeah, just don't know why you went over to the right. My car wanted to go that way. Yeah, that's what it'll be, won't it? It's got magnetic personality. Put a livery on, yeah. We'd have to see. It's all a pipe dream at the minute. It's get JB to do it, yeah. We need to get JB back racing. He's lost the love of GT at the moment. I've distracted him with a different game. It's horrible at the moment. I haven't bothered my arse to do another review because it's single player only at the moment. And the track, they just bought a big update actually, 3 new cars and a track. In the time that Evo has been launched, they've brought more cars and tracks to the game than GT has. But they brought Fuji, and Fuji isn't my favourite track. But at the minute, there's no academy, there's no licenses, there's no multiplayer, but multiplayer is in development. They're fixing simple things like rear view mirrors and making them render correctly, and it really is one of the earliest stage development games I've ever seen. It really is as far back in the process as you could possibly be. It was a barely working platform when I played it the first time round. So it's probably worth another video review actually to show progress and show where it's going, but graphically it's very, very good. Handling wise, the physics feel really quite good. It's on its way to being a superb game, and it's going to be better than the original Assetto Corsa, because it's going to be more varied and it's going to be more simulator orientated. The latest technology involved, it's going to be really good, I know it is. It will be better than what's come before it, definitely. Good pit for tyres this time. See if we can put some softies on and try and get a lap time somewhere near decent. Yeah, I was going to tell you where JB is. JB is a little bit bored with GT7 at the moment, I think is the way to put it. As you all know, I really enjoy DayZ, and I've got an online server running DayZ for a group of friends, and I can only probably get a couple of hours a week on DayZ, but we play in an environment called, well, a private server, which is running in my room next to me. It's probably why the room's so blooming hot, but I find JB in there most days playing DayZ, and he will come back to racing. He's just fed up with finishing 5th. So I think he's looking for a new track or something inspirational in GT to make him want to come back. So we'll try and entice him back with some more league racing and a little bit of fun. Alright Damo, great racing mate, great result. Adios amigo. We're in the last half hour now, so we'll pop some soft tyres on and give it a whirl. See what we can do. I'm a bit far away though. I mean, 207 on hards is very slow. 6 seconds behind the fastest time on softs. Unless Chippy's going to tell me, no mate, that was hards. That was hards. We'll see. But JB also got a new computer as well, just a little bit before I did, and he's enjoying that at the moment. So, big update day on DayZ today. There's a new update came out for that. Lots of improvements. But DayZ doesn't come to the channel because it's not really a thing that people like. There's bigger streamers that do DayZ, so to try and put DayZ on the screen and get people to watch, I think that'd be a struggle for me and my channel. Good night, Seth. You take care. All the best, buddy. Great to see you. Thanks for dropping in. See you, John. All the best, John. Great win, my friend. Lap time, of course. I thought about buying the new version of Formula 1 and on Sundays running a live stream of a race, doing the Formula 1s, doing the Grand Prix every weekend when they were on, and trying to run a sort of league based on the Formula 1 for the whole year. But I can't get my motivation up for Formula 1. But I think it would be good. It would be a good thing to do. We just hold a regular Sunday 2 PM till 4 PM of Formula 1 race. We would probably do a qualifying just before it, kind of thing. My lap, it's on hards. It's a 207.714 on hards. Okay. My optimals are 2:03.5, but I've not done a lap on softs yet. Really haven't been taking any notice. I've been driving. There you go, there's the first lap on softs. Turn one, a blue. No grip there at all. Yeah, I'm half. Tyres are cooked after one lap. I'm also as hot as hell. I've got sweat dripping down my forehead. Still got to get this race seat just a little bit more comfortable. I need some foam, definitely. Oh, it's much better as a firmer object, if you see what I mean. I can deliver the braking so much better with this chair. There's no flex. So it's a bit of a hybrid seat position because it's not a GT Amiga seat. It's from Track Racer because I can't fit in a GT Amiga seat. They're too narrow. I know they've just re-released their one of their seats as a version 2, but even that's still 4 centimeters too narrow for me. So this seat is wider. It's a wide fitting seat, and it's also got like padding in the sides that you can remove or take away to help you. And I've got very rigid, firm padding in there to help me a little bit tighter. I'm realising that my seating position is too near the wheels and pedals, and really I do need to move a little bit further away, but I can't move my wheel any further without moving my screens. So I need to invest in a collar extension. I've missed the pits. Damn. So I need to just pull the wheel towards me and then try and... I've got to explain about how I've mounted the seat. The seat doesn't fit the rig. So I've had to make myself a mount, but then I've tried to utilise the seat plate that came with, but it didn't come with the rig. It's the Formula Stroke GT seat plate that allows you to have varied seating position, and I've made it work. I've made it actually work, so I'm still using the seat plate, and I can adjust the seat using the quick shift adjusters and the slider, so it's all working. It was a bit of an engineering Sunday one day, where I've got it all working, and it all works apart from one bolt is missing. I can't get that one bolt in, it just won't line up, and I don't want to cut anything. I don't want to make any permanent adjustments, so the seat itself just needs a tiny bit of flex in the middle of my back. The middle of my back where my shoulders sort of come together just needs a little bit of flex in there, and it's... And also my arse is as numb as hell right now. I'm out of fuel. Shit, man. Oh. Wasn't even looking at fuel. Say again. Yeah, I'll get the pits this time, yeah. But as a seat, it is really, really good. It does exactly what it says on the tin. The only problem is I'm kind of between houses of a race rig from GT Amiga and a seat from Track Racer. But I think if I remove the cushioning that comes with it, spend 50 quid on a set of mixing foam for proper seats, bag myself a seat, i.e. put the foam in, pour it in, have a pour-in seat sort of made, I think it would be absolutely awesome. And it would be genuine like a proper race car. But I'd have to instruct the missus on how to assist me with it, and it could probably turn into a domestic situation, and that divorce would probably happen. So, but it's a bit more solid than I think I wanted. I wanted a bit of foam cushioning, maybe more than it's got, but it's all right. It does what it's supposed to do, I think. Yeah, very much. So Dorian says, after the last update, I'm getting faster and faster. Can even do top 500 times for daily races. And there's a couple of people who aren't really enjoying the last update. So, as was asking earlier, he's not really got on with the game since the last update. As you know, folks, he dropped out of the league because he's just not feeling fast. And he's asked me last night how he goes about getting back to where he was, and I think if you were on the channel earlier, you'd have heard me saying you've just got to get in. And I know Az wants to, he's desperate to, because he loves the game. And he wants to love it again, and I think that's all he's got to do is go back to school with it and start again. And nice one, Mikey. Good control. Nice line out of there, mate. You got that nicely done. I think so. I think that's the way it's got to be, Dorian. And Dorian said, after every big update, do the license tests again. I think so. Having gone through them this time, or going through them, I do find they are teaching me the game again. He's already done that, so Az has already started a new profile. He started a new account. Yeah, he didn't like my first Gran Turismo at all. He didn't like that. Again, it felt different. There has been a bit of a change. I must admit, there has been a bit of a change in the game. It does feel different. I kind of took to it quite naturally, I think. As you'll see if you watch tomorrow morning's video. Fine, mate. It's blown my fastest lap. I'm going to have to take another set of tyres again. But that's the way it is. Your tyres must be done. Yeah. What's your optimal now? Very good, mine's 2035. Dorian says Lee is getting super fast with the G Pro. Are you done, Gandhi? Have a good mate, enjoy. No worries, you take care. Oh, Lee hasn't got the G Pro yet. I didn't think he had. In his dreams. Lee is a fast racer. And a gentleman too. He's responsible for me having the A+. I should have. Did you stay out? Right, I was just going to try a last dash, and if I made a good one, we're good. Because my lap times are pretty rubbish, 2:04.6. I haven't really improved. Little improvement, but it's not really. I'm starting to think my wheel is probably just a little bit too heavy on rotation. Maybe a little bit too much force. I want a little bit less force, I think. I want the ability to turn the wheel just a little bit quicker. But we'll have to test and see where that goes. Bless you, whoever that was. Is it me and you only? Oh, we'll have a beer. Date night. Happy days. Oh. It's the end of the month this week, isn't it? End of the month. We've got update coming on Thursday. Which... hopefully there's no massive update or rebalancing of the bot, so we can finish this league nicely, unless they give this a massive yeah. No. I know, I saw somebody say, hope there's a track. I just don't think we're going to get a track anytime soon. Although, my first Gran Turismo is no longer in development. They must have got the majority of their development team back on programming the game. Yeah, I'm probably only playing the game an hour and a half, maybe, each day at the moment, when I'm not racing. So I'm not oversaturating my time with the game. I'm more making videos for various bits and pieces, and some of the videos are taking hours to make. So, and when I do get a bit of chill out time, I'm on DayZ, so it's... I want to try and get back to streaming more, but with streaming content that's enjoyable to watch and not boring, but there's so many little things out there that I want to do, that trying to get them all done is a trial. But doing an hour and 10 minutes on a license test today, and then an hour and a half editing that into a finished thing, and then in that hour and a half you can add the compiling, which is still, it's 45 minutes to an hour faster than it used to be, but it's still, that's a whole evening done for one video. And if I'm going to do the license test, the masters, then that's 100 videos to do. It's going to be a little while, 3 months. So it's happening. We can't rush it all. We can only do so much. You can't do more than one video a day the way that YouTube works. I could do 7 videos a week, but then either the live stream or the video would suffer. I'm going to call it a day there, because I've got to go to the gents. And there's no point me going to the loo and coming back. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for tonight's conclusion. A massive shout out to the guys that made the finish and the 1, 2, 3 for the final race. And then I'm thinking it's pretty sure that Chippy's won this one. So we'll get the results done as quickly as we can. We'll get that promoted, and we'll announce the winners formally on Friday afternoon. So I'm going to call it there, folks. But thank you very much for taking part. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now. Ooh, and I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.